Well, I worked until about 10 last night, so a couple, 2, maybe 3 hours. Got half of the trailer emptied. Got them all into these bundles. This thing's working out pretty good. I put 5 of the 1/2 inch and 3 of the 3/8, or 10 of the 3/8. Wire tie them together. And when I'm done, I set it aside. I do a few here, a few there. I'm getting ready to move all these. These are all bundled, so I could count the number of bundles if I wanted, and then I'd know what I have. And I'm setting aside the twisted ones because I'll just end up cutting them at the bends and pounding them out at the bends, and then I'll have a bunch of short ones. I'll bundle those all together. Alrighty. So nothing but hard work. And again, it is 107, so I'm not interested in giving myself heat stroke over this, but getting there. And then I'll have my trailer. I also see during all of this that this one tire here has gone soft on me, so I have to fix that up. All right, so I forget what my forks can pick up. I don't know, 2,000 pounds it says. Well, alrighty. So these bundles, I weighed them out. They're 75 pounds a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's 750 pounds. These are about the same weight. They're actually 66 pounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. So maybe, right there's your 2,000 pounds. So I'll pick up half and stick it over yonder. I put down some pallets on top of cedar, so maybe the termites will leave it alone for a little bit. All right, let's see if we can pick that up. Whereabouts in the middle it is, I don't know. We'll find out. I think I'm off a little bit. There we go. That ought to do her. Think that's halfway. Well, I'm hoping I don't bend it. I would have done better at the halfway mark. I'd be all set right now. There we go. Well, I wish I had balanced that a little better on those. Woo-wee. I already bent one real good. Let me put it in low. We'll do this real slow, a little higher. There we go. Maybe that'll do. I don't normally drive around with them that high. This is some rough territory. Now look at that, I got them logs in the way. Couldn't have made it harder on myself. Eventually I'll get this all straightened out and build a little sawmill house. This might be where my ponies will end up being. I don't know. We'll find out. But I do need a sawmill house for now. Trying to put everything out of line of sight, so when I finish that house I don't have a bunch of stuff that I gotta look at. So I'm making this a little bit of a distance between me and the that's not too bad, but let's straighten that up even a little better. I'm in sandals, so I'm not digging this, but get these pallets a little farther out. Yeah. When I put them up on cedar, I know they'll be crushed down a little bit to keep the termites away for just a smidgen. It won't work for long, but if it works for a minute or two, I'll be happy. A season. All right. Let's put all that down now and see if we bent those up. I don't think we did. I think they'll spring right back. Ooh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Almost got them on there. Let's shuffle them around. Feels about right. Oh, now a little bit more. There we go. Where's old Hank? It's time for dinner. It's nowhere to be found, huh? Can't believe that. Did you leave him out in the woods too long? Let me chime him in. Feed time! See him out there. Get you guys scooped up here. Triangle works just fine to train horses. "12 years old, 32 years old." A little different. All right. Well, done-ish. I still have to tie those up, bundles of 10. And then I have this little problem here to work out, these bent ones, which my initial thought is to simply get my, I do have a rebar cutter, and just cut these up so they're straight into smaller parts. Little pieces work, but I don't know. Maybe I can unbend some of these using a tree, so I'll do both maybe. It's nice to have my trailer back. Listen, I was working a night shift to get these done, so there wasn't a lot of video work. but at least they're all bundled together, and that's the limit I've got right there. You know, I got a 2,000 pound limit on the forks, but you know, without anything on the back of it, it just would bounce me around quite a bit. So I don't know how many bundles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 21 times 75 pounds, right? That's 1,500 maybe. 1,600 pounds. We'll see if it can pick it up. I don't have a lot of faith. And then I got to move it way over there across this rough ground. And that's part of the problem. But, whew, got it done. Thank goodness. All right, now on to the other 55 other. You know, I'll take a screenshot of my to-do list. That was a 1 week to-do list. And, you know, it takes a month to get through a week's worth of work. There is a problem with being an independent self-builder. When you're doing it all by yourself, when you've got many hands make light work, that is true. Many hands make light work. And but I'm not ready to give up and hire stuff done yet. I'm still doing some things by myself, but it does make this slower going, that's for sure. All right. This little rabbit comes out during the drought when feeding my horses.
Hey, I got something
Try to get a little hay.
I'm just so sick of hearing
Not the first time I've seen him come up while feeding horses.
I know this pain.
You're welcome to have some hay there, bunny.
So I'll keep hustling.
It's after that hay. Right there.
Keep mumbling, I'll keep doubling. You keep bluffing, you've got nothing. I'll keep hustling.
Just want to pinch the little bunny nose. It's so cute. Look at the white tail. It's adorable.
I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people.
All right. This is Steve at 1,000 Year House. So listen, it's going on 7 o'clock. The sun is setting. It's still 106 on this farm right now. It's just killing me. I've been working nights, but looky behind me. I got that entire, all that rebar sorted and stacked and in bundles. Let me rotate. So nobody popped up with a better idea. It's just hard work, right? The only way to get done with hard work is to get hard work. So I have the last couple of bundles. I have all of this. So now I did some math on this. And the other day when I moved it, I had about 900 pounds of that and 700 pounds of that. And right now, if I tried to pick up all of that, man, that's going to be 1,500 pounds. Well, I don't have anything on the back end, and this is where counterbalance is important on a tractor. So I don't have any weight. I took my trailer off. So if I pick up 1,500 pounds there, the tractor weighs 1,500 pounds. It'll put all the weight on that front axle, which means I'll be carrying 3,000 plus pounds right there on that axle, front axle, and it'll bounce around. I've got to pick it up a little high. So what I have to do before I can move any of that rebar is I need to put the, and this is counterintuitive. I have to put back on the backhoe, which is 900 pounds. By putting 900 pounds over here, I change the fulcrum. Believe it or not, it lowers the weight load on that tire. So then when I pick up the rebar and I move it where it belongs, it will be okay. And I could have sorted it over there, but in this heat, there's a difference between that, which is a football field away, and this, which is not. So at least I don't have to come out here and empty the trailer tonight. I've got pretty worn out. I've been working nights to get that done. I had guessed of between 4 and 8 hours, and it was every bit of 6. My forearms are sore from twisting the wire wrap. So I ran out of wire from my bales of hay and barbed wire, which worked out okay. I just I just shimmied the barbs off of it and, you know, wrapped it up like that. You can actually shimmy them barbs right off. They're wrapped around. See, if you could see that, I shimmied them off. I have to come out with my sifter or my magnet and look, because I dropped one of those, and you know I'll end up with that in a tire or a horse hoof. So got this little bit of bent stuff to use. Looking good. All right, well, I know sorting rebar is a boring thing, but that's what I'm doing on the ranch. And so I paid probably, I'm going to guess 10, maybe 15% of the true value of these. I want to thank people who are kind, and I know it was in the ground and it was a pain and an obstacle for the persons that I picked it up from, so they wanted it gone. But nonetheless, you know, but once we started unearthing it, and it was a lot more than the estimated number of rebar, they could have walked off from the deal, but they didn't. I will use that for the earth bag out there. In addition, I'll put some of it down by the foundation when because I'll add additional concrete in the foundation when I go around the perimeter. Formulating my next phase there. So a couple of things. Once I get this there, then I have the backhoe on it. Then I'll dig out that one spillway for my drive, and I'll put the earth on the drive. I'll put coated fabric. So it was important to get this wagon cleared out here. I have some more material to pick up for the basement this weekend. Big, heavy, even more rebar, and corner pieces of rebar, but big, heavy plastic to put down in the basement if I decide to do that. But boy, nary a drop of water. And when I'm working at night and I'm dragging things around, you can really see that every step, there's like dust. Like when you walk in a muddy beach, and you step in the mud and you see the dirt come up in the water. It's just like that. And the headlights and lighting, making it hard for me to breathe. It does. It's hard to breathe in this kind of heat and dust. Feel bad for the Okies from the 1930s. But anyway, like, subscribe, follow me along. That will be the last video on the rebar sorting and gathering. And I had requested, hey, if anybody knows a better idea. No, the only idea is hard work. So hard work it is. All right, like, subscribe, follow me along.